Can I turn these little cuties into scary monsters without painting them? Well, I'll try and you can tell me if I succeeded. BrickoMotion. Hello, Claire here. When I saw that the 2021 Advent calendar was going to have 5 microdolls in it, I was absolutely thrilled, and I absolutely needed to put those microdolls into some creepy costumes. I mean, that's what you do with cute-looking microdolls, right? Right? Anyhow, this time I remembered to record everything I did, almost, in the following 6 steps, so you are going to be able to see everything I did, and then decide if the dolls in the end look more creepy or cute, or cute creepy or creepy cute. The first step, of course, is getting the microdolls. And to get stuff out of the Advent calendar without actually opening it in a way that it's intended, I open it on the side and just pull out the insert that is in it. I've plugged the bags out that I needed. Those were only the ones where the microdolls were in. I did need some time to find all of them. After I put the insert back in, I didn't need the Advent calendar anymore. So, bye-bye. From the 5 plastic bags, I actually only need the dolls, so I will leave the rest inside of them and then probably return them to the appropriate spaces if I can figure out which ones that were. So that whoever's gonna open the Advent calendar does get to experience the joy of building something. Because I probably won't be returning the microdolls. Not after what I'll do to them. It was very interesting to see just how cute these dolls were, even though I do not like this Stephanie's face. But the rest of the dolls are just scrumptious. I almost feel bad for trying to give them some creepy attires, but only almost. Now that I have them all out, I can start planning which one is getting which costume and then moving on to creating them. It was also obvious from the get-go that even though I wasn't gonna do any painting, I did need to do something with their clothes. While you can excuse a doll for having an insanely cute face while trying to be creepy, that excuse isn't valid for their clothes. So I fear I'll have to use some stickers. The second step, remove the cute prints. In order for the stickers to have any effect whatsoever on the overall look of the dolls, I will need to remove the prints first. And yes, of course, I started removing the print from Mia. The one I had already decided was going to be a ghost. Or well, get a ghost costume. Do you know what is the best thing about the ghost costume? It covers up the entirety of a microdoll's outfit, which means that Mia is the only one where I needn't have bothered. Oh well. I am removing the print with my very, very, very old acetone, which is still acetone enough that it will get the prints off, but is so weak that it will not melt the plastic. What I'm gonna do when I run out of it, I do not know. The majority of this video is going to be sped up significantly, because otherwise the video would be more than 1.5 hours long, and neither I want to talk, nor you want to listen to me for so long. You're welcome. I decided on Mia for the ghost costume, mainly because that is the go-to last-minute costume that anybody uses when they don't have time to prepare. And out of all of the friends, Mia feels like she would be the one to forget to plan. Here I have to give props to the Lego designers, for these microdoll bodies look amazing and cute, even without any prints on them. Amazing. Third step, stickers. Let's see if I can change that cuteness to creepiness with some of these black nail stickers. I'm not that hopeful, but here we go. I always use tweezers while handling such tiny, tiny stickers. I've tried only using my nails. It never goes well. So if you are in a similar situation, I highly, highly recommend you use some tweezers as well. The clear backing of the stickers helps me a lot as well, for it allows me to take a look if the sticker would even fit onto the microdoll that I'm trying to sticker it on. I was a bit disappointed that some of these stickers were of a higher quality and some of them had a lower quality. Now, obviously, I wasn't disappointed with the higher quality ones. I was disappointed with the lower quality ones. And this bat that I was gonna use for Andrea, because she was gonna be my vampire, was kind of disappointing. I left it for now because I wanted to be done, but later, you'll see what happens later. I had to put a cat onto both Stephanie and Emma because I was running out of different kinds of Halloween-y themed stickers and I wasn't gonna use 2 or 3 skulls. So Emma and Stephanie volunteered to have cat stickers on them. Both Emma and Stephanie are cat lovers in the series, so I felt like this would be appropriate. In the lineup with all of the stickers on, except for Mia for obvious reasons, Andrea's sticker is especially jarring. It really looks different. I don't know why I didn't fix that right away. But okay. Fourth step, design the costume yourself or get them from me. I used my own patterns, which are available on BrickoMotion.com, both as a printable version and as the one that I'm using in this video as an SVG cut file or files. I will deeply appreciate it if you get these patterns from my website, but if you either don't want to or can't, you are also free to create them yourself, just like I had done. It does take some time to get them just right, but it is doable. Fifth step, create and decorate. Now, me being me and having access to both my patterns and a cutter, I decided to just let the cutter cut all of the patterns out for me. I did enjoy searching for the right papers to cut them from, though. That was both fun and challenging at the same time. Once the cutter was cutting, there was not much left for me to do, but to wait till it was finished. And once it was, I got to peel off both the patterns and the surrounding paper off of the mat. This process could be seen as boring, and it kind of is, but I find it oddly relaxing. Even now, rewatching this footage, I just want to create more patterns so I can peel them off from this cutting board. But that's a project for future me. When I'm printing my patterns out and then I have to cut them out myself, I tend to do just one for every costume that I need. But I have found that when I let my cutter do the cutting for me, I like to have multiple copies of every costume, just in case. Not sure what case, but I'm not doing the cutting, so I don't care. With that, the costumes are ready to be put on the mini dolls. Theoretically. Of course, I need to complicate things. Therefore, I opted to giving them a border. Inspired by the black stickers I put onto the microdolls, I decided to go for a cartoony vibe. That meant manually painting on a border around every costume, making it both cartoony but also stand out more. which is always a nice thing, especially if you're planning on taking photos of the costume dolls, or I don't know, for example, maybe even like making a video about them or something. I don't know, you know. As with most things that I do like to be thorough with my border painting, which means I'm painting the border both from the front and the back side, but also from the sides, which is the thin side of the paper. And I kind of like to start with that first. You, of course, when you do your own, do whatever makes you happy. Some of my lines you might see are not perfectly straight or equally thick everywhere. This is partially because I am not perfect, but partly also because these are creepy costumes. So an uneven border actually enhances them, in my opinion. So you will see me thickening the border at some points to emphasize the effect. Once painted, I couldn't wait and had to put the costume onto the doll. Some folding is required, but you don't have to be an origami master to figure it out. My daughter chose the dragon wings for Emma. There's a cartoon where a black cat has bat-like wings, which are close enough to these ones. So she insisted Emma be that creature. Hence the black cat sticker and dragon wings or bat wings, however you want to call them. As I had no idea how to justify this costume, I was just like, sure, let's do that. For a very short while, I deliberated leaving the wings as they are without painting in the details, but now I'm very glad that I did paint them in. This is also the exact situation why I made more than one copy of all of the costumes, so I would be free to make mistakes and maybe paint some of them wrong. It wouldn't matter because I would still have another one, an unblemished one. And funnily enough, that fact that I had an option B actually made me paint the option A better. The small ghost costume pattern is the only one that is not included in the Creepy Costumes pattern bundle, neither the printed version nor the SVG version. And do you know why? At the time of the creation of the whole Creepy Costumes bundle, it didn't occur to me that I could create a small ghost costume. However, now while I was giving the tiny friends their creepy attires, I found I was missing one, and that a ghost costume would fit perfectly here. So I created the pattern and it's now available as a free download, again on BrickoMotion.com. I hope that makes up for me forgetting to include it in the first place. In case you couldn't tell from the skull at her front and these demon wings she is going to have on the back, Olivia's costume is supposed to be the demon of death. I created it in the exact same style as all of the others, so there's not much to say about it here. And we can move on to the sixth step, which is assemble and enjoy. In this particular case, the assembling part is just me putting on the head onto the microdoll and taking a look at the end result. Oh, Andrea's sticker still bothers me so much. But altogether, they are a very adorable bunch. Rhyme intended. Oh, and before I forget, I've explained each of the costumes except for Stephanie's. Stephanie is a changeling cat. Therefore, she has the sticker with the cat that's just leaping into change. What's important now is how awesome all the girls look together. Except for Andrea. I really gave her the worst sticker. I'm so sorry. Yes, I'm sorry enough that I'm gonna change it. After I've recorded everything and yeah. Removing the sticker wasn't difficult, but it was a sticky process. None of the stickers that I had left were vampire themed, and I had to choose one, and I didn't want to do any more cats or skulls, so the crossed bones have to do. And what's the connection between bones and vampires? Yes, that is an excellent question, the answer to which you can leave me in the comments below, because I don't know it. Andrea does look happy with the new costume though, so I am happy as well. Until the next time you click on one of my videos, bye bye. And all I have to decide now is whether I'm going to put the dolls back into the advent calendar and hope that nobody notices that the holiday prints were replaced by the black stickers, or